We've just come back from the shops and taken all the shopping into the house. And I don't know when the last time I looked around in your boot was, but it's amazing, isn't it, the kind of stuff we store in here. I mean, if you were to be kidnapped and locked away in the boot of this car, you'd be fine for at least a week. There's crisps, there's drink, there's penguin biscuits, there's hand cream, there are tissues, there are anti-bac wipes. Oh, actually, they're quite useful. We'll take those inside. But it's amazing. Actually, when you look a bit closer, you'll see that these crisps went out of date 13th of March 2018. Well, maybe not so good. There's also a random bit of dog lead, poo bags, a full poo bag. Oh, it's not so good. And then, of course, there's also the stuff you need in times of emergency. The obligatory luminous whatever that is. And then underneath, of course, there's the spare tyre, or at least I hope there is. I'm not quite sure in this car, actually. The kind of cars have done away with proper spare tyres, and you get those little inflatable kits and stuff, don't you? Actually, I do think there's a proper tyre under this one. I often wonder if we don't keep God in the boot. And as we think about this bit of the Lord's Prayer, thy will be done, I wonder if there's not an invitation to us to lift up the boot and to let God out. We kind of carry him around with us wherever we go. Often the parcel shelf shields him from view because we don't want it on display. And we turn to it in times of emergencies, in times of trouble. But when it comes to who's steering, who's in control, who's deciding the direction, well, that's our department. And no, let's keep God in the boot. Something of praying thy will be done is to invite God to sit in one of the front seats, either to sit in the driver's seat and to take full control, or maybe it's to sit in the passenger seat, to be a co-pilot with us, to encourage us along the way. I'll let you decide which of those seats God should be in, but I'm pretty convinced it shouldn't be back here in the boot. God's invitation to us is to allow him to be our guide. Life works better that way. But more than just life working better, it's also about ultimate destination, where we're heading. Thy kingdom come, we looked at yesterday, is followed by thy will be done. If we long for the kind of justice and peace that only God can bring, then we constantly need to be looking to him to lead us and to guide us in his ways. Not to listen to the sat nav and take those shortcuts which end up getting us marooned in a Ford or down a dead end, but to listen to his advice, his directions, and to allow him to take control. So as we pray, Lord, thy will be done, let's open the boot, let God out, and invite him into the front of the car to give us direction, to lead us where he wants to go, because in that way there is life. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.